Yo, what's up, D-Trop? How you doing, brother? Yeah, I closed it up early. I need to switch to MNQ. I'm thinking we're gonna keep going short, but I wanted to lower my size. Yeah, it is crazy. We do have some levels below us that have some high levels of absorption. So I'm gonna switch to NQ so I can check out those levels. I need to paste these to my MNQ chart. Where'd they go? Damn, they must have erased. That's unfortunate. I did my pre-market prep and then I had to restart the platform, but I didn't save my charts. So damn, I forgot where these levels were. Unfortunately, basically I went back like 60 days and saw. Here, I'll pull it up on my trading view. I put volume profiles, delta volume profiles on the last 60 days. And so we got some high levels of absorption down in these areas. So I just wanted to mark these out. So let's see, 24,439. Yeah, damn, we're continuing to go down. Let's see. I'm not sure if we're going to do a big extension down or if we're going to be grinding down right now. So I'm a little hesitant to enter since we've been coming down pretty heavily overnight. I guess I wasn't anticipating like a huge expansion candle down, maybe taking these lows and bouncing back up. But right now, I'm just kind of watching because I'm a little hesitant to just enter this short since every time we dip, we retrace, we retrace. So I'm kind of expecting potentially a bounce here. Maybe it's short lived, but maybe coming back up to the point of control. Maybe we can anticipate another bounce off the point of control to retest these lows. I think I might wait just here a second, see how we react to this area. October 17th. Let me check that out real quick. Yep, sure is. I'm checking that out. I'm going to point of control is 24860. Damn, I should have held on to that. Let's see, 24856. Thanks for pointing that out. That's helpful. is old point of control. I'll go with the bottom, 24677. Value area low. Looks like we might have a little reversal going on. Your point of control is 24753. 20. On M&Q. Okay. Yeah. I'm on NQ, and that's what it said for mine. Let me see. Let me actually double check this. So I'm going to go to M&Q. Check out the old point of control for the 17th is 24749 is what I got. Huh, that's interesting. That's way off. Value area 950. Value area low 683. Those are similar. 951 up here. Okay, copy that. Man, look at that bounce. Holy shit. I should have held on to that. We got a low volume node coming up here at that old point of control that I have right here. So let's see how we react here if we just keep moving up. I mean, this is pretty crazy. That is an insane bounce candle right there. We got a lot of people, I think, in fear who've been short. But good Lord. Man, I'm a little upset that my pre-market analysis is not up on here. I basically mapped out where all the big buyers, big sellers are. So I think I better do that. I'd rather not be flying blind here. Man, I hate market's moving right now, but I just don't have my levels up here, so I don't feel super comfortable. Damn. Looking like a super light pullback, and we're continuing to go up. $24,885. Copy that. We got VWAP at 24,860 right now. I'm gonna spend just a minute trying to get my levels up. Yeah, that seems about right. It's tough. This candle is pretty big switch up. We just flipped back negative on Delta, so a lot of times when you see it move above Delta zero and then flip back immediately, it just tells you that sellers might still be in control, or buyers if it's flipped. If it's going positive to negative. So I'm watching right now. I'm watching to see if I can see anything um, on the footprint. It tells us we're stopping here. It looks like maybe we got a little consolidation or something, or maybe a continued push up, but maybe we're running low on steam. This is pretty strong still. Getting a little bit of absorption here at 28,850. Looks like we're blasting through. Above VWAP now. Coming up to your 885 pretty quickly. Looks like at the very least we got a pullback coming up. Switching to MNQ. The MNQ VWAP is right here, so damn. We still got some momentum, and we're not being stopped on the top side of these. Jeez, this is a hell of a reversal so far. Look at that. 600 to 300, 250 points. I'm not seeing this slow down at all on the footprint. Got some absorption happening right here. It's blasting through. Man. We might be going to this value area high, around 25K. What a bummer. I might take a few scalps. I don't know. I just, let's see. Let's get a candle close above the 115-minute fair value gap. I'm closing the 15-minute fair value gap. Closing. Yeah. This is a rough. This is a rough one for shorts. Looks like 24861 is going to be a bit of a challenge here. We got some absorption on the low side. Point of control on this candle is down here. 24861. So hopefully we can bust through that for you. Not seeing a ton, unfortunately, that indicates that we're done up top. All right, right there, 24,900. Wasn't able to hold it down. Damn. Looks like it still wants to reach for higher prices. I might be looking at this value area high as a potential stopping point. I'm just gonna watch for a second. Damn, did you get stopped out of that, or are you still in it? It still looks like it wants to push higher. One contract. Oh, okay, cool. Well, that's good. Honestly, like nothing but strength showing here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody get in the way of this right now. Hopefully, around this value area high, we can start to see some passive sellers. As of right now, they're completely missing. Okay, we're getting a little absorption here. It's kind of spread out, not at really one area, but at the top of the top like 20% of this candle, started to see a little absorption, but because it wasn't at one level, it was a little bit concerning that it could be weak. Okay. 24.29, 24.929. Looking insignificant. I thought maybe we were gonna have some passive selling, but still looking strong. $24,950 seems to be the strongest level of resistance we have right now. Looks like we're going to test it again. Testing it again. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good, T Drop. I'm waiting to see something. If I can see something over here, starting to see, we have some aggressive buying happening in this area, and price is still bouncing around here. So we could have some, you know, significant resistance building here, for at the very least a pullback, but haven't seen anything extremely convincing. This is still not high enough volume for it to be significant for me. Um, these scattered buys up here just kind of tells me that the wall is kind of loose up here. but it looks like we're starting to have at the very least some some resistance to this, kind of powerful move up top. If we can get this point of control to move to the top of this candle or in the next candle above this area, I'll probably be a little more keen on looking short. This is tough though because all of this is bullish. So even if we pull back, this area might be defended. So I don't know. It might be the wrong move to be looking for shorts on this move. Not quite sure yet. Exited the trade, so JP. Yeah. Yep. All clear to dump now. I'm honestly not sure if I would, against all these buyers here, I'm not sure if I want to try and take a short, at least yet. I think maybe I'd be looking for a scalp to take long off of this VWAP. So this price I'm probably looking at is just under 25 or 24,900. So I'm going to watch around here, see if we can get some absorption. We had a little bit of aggressive buying happen right down here. But what I'm hoping to see is that sellers are stuffed and then aggressive buying steps in. So I haven't seen it yet. No signs of hard selling down here, and we might just have a lack of interest in sellers down here too, which, if we just have aggressive buying, there's some absorption happening here. If we just have aggressive buying, I don't know, in my opinion, I'd like to see sellers rejected and then aggressive buying instead of just lack of interest and then buyers. Yeah, I think it's most likely a pullback as well. We're just not seeing anything happen aggressively on the sell side. Everything aggressive that's happening is on the buy side. So even if we do drop down to this fair value gap, I would expect that just to be a pullback. We're above VWAP here. Top side of the value area. Now the question is, are we going to break out at this value area high, or are we going to see a consolidation up here to potentially later on in the day maybe bring price down? Coming back down to 24,900. So I'm looking for signs of aggressive sellers being rejected right now down here. This is still weak. Still not any sort of meaningful attempt to get lower. You see that the biggest burst of volume happened here at 24,905, and it was on the buy side. But it's not very significant. So it's looking a little more... to me, this just kind of looks dangerous to be in. Like, we could come back down and retest these lows. Watching up here. I don't know. We might have a breakout. I don't know. Looking more and more like a consolidation. I don't know. I think we won't know until we test these up here again. But kind of looking like dangerous price action right now. Like we could just be moving back and forth for a minute. You can see, despite all of this move up, we're still negative on Delta due to the big overnight move. So I don't know. Maybe we get a move back down. Looking like it's still a possibility that this whole big move up was just a pullback. These are some wide-ranging candles. Yeah. Yeah, I think so, T-Drop, but we don't really know too much as we're kind of consolidating here. But everything, everything since we opened has been, except for that dip we did it right at the open, everything since then has been buy side, buy side, buy side, buy side. But this obviously is a super key level for us to pass. And I think passing this this level that we're at right here, beyond this value area high, could be the evidence we need. That would be the evidence I would need to try and get in long, I think. Unless I was taking a pullback here at the VWAP and it showed that, that level's really being tested. I feel like it hasn't really been tested. Either that or there's just no interest in selling it. So right now I'm just kind of observing because I think the momentum is dying down. And I don't know. I just don't have a proper read on it, I think. $24,950 had another test right here. So let's see what we do as we approach 24,900. Right now, I think those are the kind of the two levels, 24,950 and 24,900-ish, just below it. Maybe this zone here between 900 and 890-ish. Those are kind of the two levels that we're bouncing back between. It's interesting. Okay, so we got passive sellers showing up at 24,881-ish. Interesting. So I didn't really expect that. It's not in a huge absorption level, but this 24,880 instead of being support looks like resistance right here. If we keep seeing this kind of behavior at lower and lower prices, then I might anticipate we're coming back down. Looks like a pretty decent zone here. Yeah, it could be a retracement of that big move. Okay. So we might be coming back up. I'm gonna take a scalp. Yeah. Yep, I exited. I didn't really know how high it was gonna go. I started to see it slow down a little bit at that 24,930, so took it off. Oh, yeah, unfortunately, some of those scalps are just really, really fast. You know, I see it getting stuck on the downside, and then we start pushing through those areas I was watching as resistance, and so like I take it and then I take it off pretty quickly. Oh, thanks, brother. All right, we're pushing the higher limits of this range here. You see how these buy orders are scattered, these buy like when there's an imbalance. I'm not a terribly huge fan of that, to use it for at least confirmation that I want that this is going to stay below these areas. It looks more like loose, passive sellers up here, instead of like a monster. I like seeing a monster just hold price down below here. So I'm still thinking these highs are a little bit weak. Hmm. Yeah, still watching. Not seeing anything I like, especially considering like if we're gonna like if I'm looking for something up here, I'm looking signs that we're weak and we could be dropping. But for me to take a short on this is, um, it's gonna require a little more evidence. So if we just start falling from here, I'm probably not gonna do anything. It's tough to go against momentum, um, in a situation like this until I see something really kind of convincing. Just in case, I'm going to start running a delta profile on some of these higher prices we got up here. I'll take from here to here. Okay, let's see. That's good for now. All right, we're now operating at the point of control. Value area high moved up here. This probably doesn't make our lives any easier right now. Just because we could consolidate here. Might be a higher probability of consolidating here since we got our point of control here, and that's where price is right now. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what to expect here except for probably tricky price action hovering around this point of control. Yeah, we might have a minute of consolidating. Still looking bullish, I have to say. You know, if you're just looking at like the way the candles are forming, maybe we can expect a deeper pullback, but it kind of just looks like a bull flag right now. And these highs up here seem weak to me, so I think they could easily be taken. Unless something new shows up, but for the time being, it looks like these highs could easily be taken out. So when you look at all these candles together, you can see the top side of them. If you add them all together, There is absorption happening on the top end up there. It's hard to gauge how strong. Maybe mildly strong is what I would guess. When you look at each individual candle, it seems a lot weaker, but if you're considering the past, like, basically 30 minutes, you can see on the top end there's imbalances happening. And the point of control, let's, looks like between 24 and 950 and above, we got like 4 candles with the point of control above that. So I might be changing my tune just a little bit on these highs being like, you know, just super weak. It might be just moderately weak, maybe neutral. See what happens here. We're approaching the high of this range. Yeah, it looks like we're taking them. Yeah, it looks like we're going to continue to move up potentially. I'm getting some lag on my footprint chart. I'm gonna restart this real quick. All right. Looking like we got a little floor that formed at 25.10, 25.010. These sellers tried to push price down. It looks like we had some passive buyers that were just sitting here waiting. Let's see if we can make another attempt at it and push below that level. We could see a pullback. Honestly, not seeing any potential trade setups at the moment. We're moving up. We've got strong buying momentum. This looks like it could just be a pullback, and looks like we got some passive sellers that stepped in at 25.005. But it could just be for the sake of pulling back. Looks like this 25.005 level is pretty significant for sellers. So let's see what happens if we retest it. If we retest 25 around the this 5-point range, and we aren't able to break above it, I might be interested in taking a quick short. See, we're still testing it, not able to break through just yet, but we are continuing to test it pretty aggressively. Trying a little short here. Super tight stop on this. I'll try one more potentially if we keep getting stuck, but it looks like we're breaking through again. So sellers weren't able to hold this level. Might have a little breakout here. Still looking weak. Shit. All right, switching to MNQ so I don't blow my profit today. It looks like this is kind of a battle zone. Not like a clear winner yet, but I think once we have a winner, there might be a nice opportunity. Trying a little buy scalp here. I think we're gonna pop. maybe we're just gonna go up to this value area high. I think we got a good chance of popping right here. Still testing that 25.05. Unfortunately, I thought we were kind of over that. But it looks like sellers are continuing to try to push that level. Yeah, might have to wait for this to really push out. Try one more time here. we're kind of getting stuck here. I can see the buying, trying to happen up here, but we're kind of getting stuck. So I'm getting chopped up here. So I might just have to chill for a second. I thought this area was really gonna kind of explode up. I think it might still, but it's pulling back too much for me to really confidently get in and hold it. Yeah, I think Adam has got he's got a wedding this weekend he's getting ready for, and then I don't know where everybody else is. I think Gavin was probably up trading overnight. He messaged me at like 4 a.m. or something. Bummer. I was trying to catch this squeeze up, but it kept shaking me out. So definitely looking more grinding up than an explosive move. I thought we were gonna kind of explode up from this area, but having a little trouble moving. Probably should have just taken a super, like a 2 contracts and then put my stop down here. That would have done it. Instead, I got shaken out like 3 times. All right. Zooming out a little bit from scalp land. Let's see. We got a low volume node right here we're approaching. Kind of anticipating that we're gonna move through this, potentially come up to here. Might be looking for a short up here, and hopefully I can just. Hopefully we can catch a good one today, not get chopped up trying to scalp this. 24,953. Okay, copy that right here. Yeah. That's a bummer. I could have caught that if I just wasn't trying to be too stingy with my stop. Could have caught it right here, 2509. So yeah, like 70 points. It's a bummer. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, for sure. Normal for losses. I'm a little just bummed out that getting shaken out when, and you probably this probably doesn't happen often to you because you take more longer. Well, you take buy to hold or sell to hold trades. where you have longer extensions. And sometimes when I'm scalping, I have the right idea and I'm trying to essentially just be greedy and have 5 contracts on instead of 2. And if I had 2 contracts on, I would have moved my stop down here. But I felt confident that we were going to start moving up. And it just like, instead of moving up, and exploding, it just kept shaking me out. And so I just kind of make a mental note, that, okay, next time, I got to give it a little more room, um, for these scalps. Did that, 24953. Okay, I see. 24953. So you're trying to take a dip buy right here. Oh wait, 249. Yeah, a dip buy down here. We're hitting, the OPEX open right here. 25,100. Let's see what we do here. Buyers stepping in right here. No resistance whatsoever. Up here, you can see we're building a little bit of, a level. Wow, look at this. Look at what we did so far. 500 points. 500 points. Yeah, it's looking like your entry might be a great spot. If we can make it back here, this might be, you know, another level we're watching. Wow, this thing's a rocket ship. Yeah, this is a rocket ship. Man, should have just been thinking long all day. I mean, right here would have been ideal. Was kind of thinking, yeah, I wanted to see what happens after we shake out the or after we consolidate for a while, but you can see we just blasted off. Yeah, yeah, it really wasn't. I mean, moving down all night like this could probably was the best indication that we were gonna bounce, and then after here, we just took off, right? I took it long down here and was thinking, okay, well, I want to analyze it, and then while I'm analyzing it, it just blasts off in my face. uh, got some absorption up top here. This might be a good area for me to start scalping again, getting a little pullback, probably a retest up high. I'll wait for a deeper pullback, and then I'll probably go in for a little scalp. Yep, true. Looking like right here, honestly, like we might push up and test again, but it's also looking like we might be building a little ceiling here. I'm just gonna exit that. I don't know about this. Looks like we got a little ceiling wanting to build here. I'll try and take a little short scalp. Pushing up now. Yeah. Maybe should have been a little more patient with that. Let's see if we can push back down. No, we're coming back up. Looks like the ceiling turned into a floor. Man, getting faked out here. What's up, Coda? What's up, buddy? You good boy. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. We might be chilling here for a second, consolidating. I think we just got too much strength right now. Too many people getting squeezed out. So these levels here are just not stable. Looking like it wants to push down. That was my original thought here, but it just, again, it's like it shook me out. See what happens when we get to this big buy area, like 20, 25, 110. Nice, man. That's what you do when you're not trading? Play Clash Royale? True. Very true. Twenty-five oh 40. Because, for example, here I might get another limit order for because of fair value, and yeah. Do you have another limit order at 25,040? That's kind of the area I was watching for a potential buy. If we can get past this 25,100. Yeah, I gotcha. You know, wait a minute. Kind of looking like this could be, just another one of these pullbacks, or bull flags. Maybe we get stuck around here. If we push through this area and come down here, I might be looking for a long. Right for now, just chilling. Maybe small scalps or something like that, but not seeing anything crazy yet. Retesting this area here at 25,100. Looks like we might be. Let's see what happens on this top end right here. If we push up and we get some passive sellers, might be more realistic that we're getting down to this area. Yeah, I'd say so too, man. If we don't get something kind of clean soonish, I might just shut it down and try and end my Friday on a positive note. Nice, Adam. That's what's up. Dude, I don't know if you saw this morning, but dude, we look at this. That's what 640. Yeah, like 500 and some change points this morning. Basically, I mean, we retraced the whole move from overnight. It's crazy. Right now, just waiting to see if we can get something significant. If we come down here, I might be looking for longs. I'm also just a little bit weary that we could just do a complete V-shaped reversal from up here. We've seen it happen. Oh, D-Trop, my P&L right now, I'm up 738. Oh, nice, dude. Yo, what's up, Max? How you doing, brother? Nice. How'd you do? Did you catch this long? I caught a little bit of it, not much though. Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. It was a little surprising. I did catch it down here, um, basically right at this reversal. I just didn't know. I wasn't sure how high I was gonna get, so I think I ended up closing it around here, and obviously it had a lot more to go. Oh, sorry. I meant, yeah, I caught it right, basically right when it bounced here, and ended up closing it pretty soon. But obviously, it had a lot more to go. So unfortunately, I missed out on a lot of the move. But it's all right. Oh, nice, bro. I actually haven't taken a look at gold. Is gold pretty nice today too? Didn't you sold like shit ton, shitloads of Pokemon cards? I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink. Oh, no, I didn't. Let me check it out real quick. Oh, they're taking down financial channels. Okay. Huh, interesting. Huh. I wonder if they're wonder if they're also filtering by having an intro that says this is not financial advice, blah blah blah, like a disclaimer. Hmm. That's interesting. No shit. Huh. Oh, we're just talking about like YouTube apparently is kind of like chopping the legs off of some YouTube financial channels. So probably in our sector, posting as traders, probably going to get I don't know, limited exposure from the algorithm. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, that's true. I don't mind it either. Unless I'm trying to post something and then I'm affected and then I care. Max was talking about gold too. He caught a nice entry. I'm gonna pull it up and see what's up. Yeah, it looks almost identical to NQ, honestly. Oh, okay, copy that. That's good to know. Man, this thing is a rocket. Look at this. I know we got a big. I think it's at this 25 219 level. Or 226 level that we could be. This is a big sell level previously. I hit a nice trade today. Yeah, it'll make it harder to grow because the eye catching stuff is like, I hit $1,000 trade today. I made a couple videos like that for shorts. Um, You guys are trying to go short on gold right now, huh? Man, I think I'd be looking for a short about 25 points above us, potentially. All right, we might be running into a ceiling here in a second on NQ. I'm going to just take a look at this and see if I can see. Get this out of my face. Man, this thing is a rocket. I see what you're talking about, Gavin. You probably I don't necessarily see a Head and Shoulders here. Maybe on the 1 minute time frame or something like that. You took a short from that fair value gap. Okay, we're as you can. I don't know. You guys can't see it. Let me put up my footprint chart. Looks like we could have a potential ceiling up here. I'm gonna wait. I don't see enough information for anything, but this is the level I was watching for a potential short. Maybe we're launching off it now. Oh, around 2 a.m. Copy that, dude. We're just blasting through levels right now. You know, probably just should have gone long and still looking for longs. This level right here I'm watching is really not doing anything. Got a little bit of absorption happening up here, but it's not enough to stop this momentum. Doesn't look like. All right, little bit more absorption happening at this level. We just got so much buying happening. I don't know. Probably just need to be friends with the trend today. Hey, you mean in real life, D-Trov? um, I listen to a lot of different kind of music. Probably my favorite kind of music of all time is like either rock or rock alternative. But I can't play any of that on stream, unfortunately. I also like I also like electronic music. I like house music, but the like if I go to here, let me just see what happens if I type in copyright free like house music. It usually ends up being pretty bad. Copyright free house music. Let me see. That's horrible, you know? I hate that. I don't know what King Von is. What's King Von? Yeah, this house music is garbage. Like copyright free house music. Copyright free music sucks. Let's go copyright free. Uh, Maybe we got a ceiling building. No, we're punching through. I don't know. Obviously, this kind of trading is, or this kind of price action is difficult to jump in. Okay, cool, man. Sounds good. Looks like we're going for a little pullback here. Looks like we got a ceiling at 25,230 potentially. Oh, nice, man. You don't think this is just a pullback, huh? Oh well, I guess you got it in this fair value gap. That's why you're taking it. Copy that, D-Trav. I hope it dumps for you. Yeah, man, me too. I don't got a stake in it, but I hope it does. Looks like we might be preparing for a pullback. If we can hold under this, I would say the high of this current candle. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, maybe just pumping. Maybe busting out of these highs. might be popping up here. Maybe we get a quick pop, squeeze. Do a quick break-even scalp on this. I had a little trouble up there at 25,265. Might be coming down here to the bottom of the range now. Looks like we just we got, you know, some kind of meandering price action right now. Hey, what's up, Mars? Hey, what's up? What are you doing, huh? Man, y'all's gold short is probably working out right now. Looks like NQ might be reversing potentially. Or not reversing, but at least, you know, digging into this gap here. and maybe we can start coming down a little bit. Um, I'm still trading probably for a little bit. I might shut off the stream here in a second. Let's see. I'm still trying to see if I can catch one more good move. Yikes. I don't know if this is going to the top of the range. I might just either put in a break even or I'm going to take profit early. This isn't moving like I want it to. I might just close this. Oh, now it flips. Stupid. So stupid. Nah, I don't love it. I don't love it. Hoping we can get an extension out of this. stuck right here at 25 240. Don't know if I love it. If we can blast through it, I like it. But if we can't, might close this. This push right now is what I'm looking for. I'll go break even if we can get above this. 25 240 is what I'm watching. Might take multiple attempts, but I was afraid we were going to hit this ceiling here, and then if we don't bust it, we could drop pretty quickly. Okay, we're busting over it. Still hovering around it, so I don't love it. I just remembered Gavin, my girlfriend's home, so I might be hanging out with her today. Might not be gaming. Let me find out what she's got going on, and then I'll get back to you. Cool. Keep banging our heads against that ceiling at 25 240. So I'm still watching if we get. Looks kind of like we're building up to break out. But I guess it's not super clear right now, so I'm gonna chill. We'll take one more attempt at breaking out here. Looking like we did have a little bit of a floor there. Not willing to risk a whole bunch, so I'll have a pretty tight stop on this. Was thinking we were gonna bounce up from here. $240-ish was kind of the ceiling or the floor I was watching, where we had some passive buyers absorbing. Was hoping that was kind of going to be the explosion. Looks like we're not doing it just yet. I might break even on this in case it snaps back. Looks like it might. Damn. No, that was not it. I couldn't get my break even quick enough. So I'm not sure if I see this. I don't know if I see this breakout happening just yet. Maybe one more try here. That looked like it could have been liquidity sweep right there. Looking pretty decent so far. We did do that sweep. Makes me feel a little bit more comfortable that we're not going to snap back. I don't love that we haven't exploded up yet. Got a little bit of a ceiling building. Might have to wait. We might still be consolidating. I was hoping this was going to happen pretty quickly. I'll put a break even in. Looks like we're kind of moving back and forth right now instead of exploding. Yeah, we're pulling back. All right, might have to give this just a second. It is looking like it wants to go, but it's kind of jacking around right now, so it might have some drama to shake out. Man, it really hit a floor right there. I'm risking it for the biscuit right now. Going in one more time here. I think this is it. Let's go. I think it should pop through this time. Unfortunately, like just kind of like lackluster volume right here. To pop through this level, we really need the buyers to step up. It's not happening. Like it's still looking good. We just this needs to push through really quickly. Could get a really nice move if it does. Damn. Looks like we're coming down. That's unfortunate. Pretty unclear. Sucks. we're kind of at the mercy of new participants coming in the market right now. Because like when it looks like we have structure forming, then you get these aggressive sellers that come in and kind of change up this area a little bit as it relates to where is going to be the important levels, like where is really being tested. Let's go. We can't stay over that 25,240 level. It's kind of the pivot point I had in mind. Breaking above it, that's why I want to take it long for a squeeze. But staying under this 240 level is not great for this move. Sellers keep trying to push this down. I kind of want this move to happen pretty quickly, like within this candle. I want this candle to flip green, and if this candle doesn't flip green, I'll probably close it at the close of this candle. Looking like we're still having trouble up here at that 25,240 level. Again, if this doesn't flip green, I'm likely going to close this. I want this candle to go green. Got 20 seconds till this candle closes. 10 seconds. Okay, we did flip green. Let's see if we can start pushing now. No, just barely turned red. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. I can re-enter if I like it, but we're just having a lot of trouble up here. I'm watching this footprint right here. Yeah, I'm taking these paper cuts, trying to take this breakout up here. We're just having a lot of trouble up here. Man, that's a bummer. That is a bummer. Damn. Okay. Well, we might be coming back down. It looks like we had a top-heavy candle here with a ceiling. Unfortunately, like this was all. It looks like this is all just drama coming up to this level, because up here on the candlestick or on the footprint chart, it looks like we had a huge absorption past the sellers up at 25,261. So I flipped. Hopefully we can get a nice move down out of this level. It looks pretty good for starting to move down, at least for a pullback, so I can recover from this stupid breakout attempt. A lot of people on Insta didn't take trades today. Well, you know, when you got momentum moves like today, it could be difficult to hop, you know, it can be difficult to hop on, but there sure as heck was a lot of volatility. Price action up here has been really tricky for me, at least to read. That high we put in at 25,261 seems to be, like right here, seems to be a pretty good level for rejection to start moving for the downside, whether it's a pullback or a potential reversal. It looks significant enough that I'll stick this trade out. But I've been going back and forth up here, getting kind of tricked. So probably not going to risk too much more after this trade. Put my stop right above here. Starting to dig into my weekly number, you know. Wow. Didn't anticipate that. Now we're trying to break out. Man, what a frustrating little segment that was, trying to take the breakout for 20 minutes, and then it looks like it's reversing, and then it breaks out. So on, Coda. Give me 1 second. You're a good boy. Damn. Keep going. Keep going. Scalping long would be way easier. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna grab my dog. Let's go, buddy. 25,300. See what we do here. I think pretty soon we're gonna have a deeper pullback. I'm trying to catch it. Gold also getting rejected both at the top and down. Let me check out gold. Yeah, I see what's going on. Gold is starting to look a little weak. Could be the start of that deeper pullback. I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but you know, we have a lot of attempts to go lower. Unfortunately, they're just getting kind of stuffed. But was really hoping I could catch this kind of sized up move down here to retest these lows or this pullback area. Let's see if we can get some follow through. We'll probably just have to take that win on this trade and close it up because I'm risking too much right now. That's what happens when I have a week that provides me with some cushion, unfortunately. It's a trigger of mine. Looking like it might want to pop back up. Let's see. I would like to just hold this trade where it is. Got to break even in, and if we can come back down to this pullback area, it'd be a nice win, and I could probably just start my weekend early instead of stressing about and putting too much risk on. I like what's going on right now. I am worried that we're gonna run into some sort of floor down here and then snap back up very quickly. Let's go. All right, stopped out and a little bit of profit. Might have to be a little more patient for this if I'm trying to catch it. Still looking like it wants to come down. But again, you're messing with all this buy volume and people potentially getting squeezed out, so it's tough. You guys are probably experiencing the same thing on gold right now. If I can get a nice break-even win on this, that would be great. It's just, you see, it's kind of like it pushes down, then pumps up, pushes down, pumps up, and not really seeing too much significance here on the footprint. Volume kind of died out after that last push. Still looking decent. Like we're pushing down for that pullback. It's just not happening easily. Might get it here. Might get that push that I want. All right. It's making some progress. Maybe I can hold it. All right. Looks like we might be making our way down to that level. That would be phenomenal. Yo, what's up, Cupid? How you doing, brother? Gotta head out. Wedding stuff is all over, and my job is coming up. Hell yeah, dude. Well, dude, enjoy your brother's wedding, man. If I don't chat with you this weekend, dude, have a good time. I'm gonna try not to tilt today. That's my goal. I think I was pretty close to it. I was over risking, but I got this break even in now. This could just be my savior. But yeah, man, have a great weekend. Got it. Got it. All right. Yeah, I took a couple losses, just made it back up. I'll probably just close up. So, yeah, that was a legendary. That was a good one. I was risking way too much. I was about to go on tilt. Probably gonna just close it up. I've kind of messed up my weekly. Well, I didn't mess up my weekly, but my daily. Cupid, I'm doing well, man. You're at your alcohol program. Okay, copy that, dude. How's that going for you? Peace out, brother. T-Drop, you still taking that short? The gold short, you still in that? It's looking like it's getting weaker. Yeah, finally getting a little bit of movement. Got a little movement on mine too, but man, just lectures for 12 hours a day. That's funny. Yeah, I'm just feeling a little on edge. I was getting pissed off that I was trying to take that breakout. It kept stopping me out, and then it went, and then trying to take this short, and a lot of emotions for a Friday. So I might just, I got these two accounts positive. But ended up, turning another one negative. So I don't know. I'm up $200 on the day. I might just chill. I don't want to ruin my weekend. You ever have a really good week and then you mess it up on Friday? It's a terrible, terrible feeling, and I feel like I was just about to be there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna log off and turn off the charts. I had a good week, and for some reason, I was feeling a little tilty today, and was sizing up on the account that I secured like 4K on yesterday. So I think that I probably just need to chill. I'll probably just relax, hang out with my animals, and hang out with my girlfriend. Um, Tilt can happen so fast, especially when you size up. And today I got away. I got away with it, but a lot of times you don't. A lot of times it'll get you, and you'll turn an $8,000 week into a $5,000 week, or whatever the case may be. And that's not cool. That's not cool, man. And just to, kind of finish that thought, when you have a day like today where you feel like you miss out on the whole move, sometimes you can try and overcorrect by trying to get in, trying to get in short when it's super long. I mean, I do think we're looking weak, but I guess the point is you just you can't let that FOMO get to you and make you oversize, and because you got frustration building up from missing these moves, especially on a Friday. So I think I'm gonna close it up. Hope you guys stay safe. Hope this gold makes a million for you guys. Oh damn, it's coming back up. Who knows what's happening here? I think had a difficult time reading the market, except for these areas where I'm sitting here watching on the sidelines where it's breaking out, seeing the strength come in. But right now it's like I feel like I'm fighting for scraps. So I'm gonna close it up. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Stay safe out there, and I will see you guys next week. Peace out, y'all.